Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the RubbingsRacing channel. Broadcasting live from planet Earth and representing the voice of RubbingsRacing, I am your host, Kenbo76. Brands Hatch GP is the track, and the Ginetta GT5 is the weapon of choice. Round 2 of our Ginetta GT5 European Super Cup Challenge starts right now, ladies and gentlemen. We are under qualifying right now. We can see that the times are starting to roll in. The console right now starting it at coming in at a 136. We've seen a 134 in practice from Archill, one of the new guys, called up from the reserve lobby. Reserve lobby today, Archill was. Smithy was unable to make the race, and we put a link out, and he was the first one to sign up. Sens Hall is also called up from the reserve lobbies today. We have one guy who hasn't showed up. We're going to wait to see what happens. Islander Jim, we've tried several times to get a hold of him, so we're trying to figure out where he's at. I'm going to try to get this lobby full for you. Anyway, thank you for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. www.RubbingsRacing.co will get you a ticket to one of the cleanest, fastest sim racing experiences on the PlayStation 4 right now. And like I said, as we see now, Kay Morris coming back into the picture. Last week at Donington, we had an absolutely great race. If you guys didn't tune in, you should go back and check out the stream. In our 20-minute sprint race, in our first race, we had Lightblade took the pole right at the very end with a couple seconds left to go. Took it away from Johnny McMullen, and Johnny McMullen and the Lightblade and the console had an epic battle. Lap 6, console went wide and went back to third behind Johnny McMullen, which had Lightblade had taken the lead. At lap 7, Johnny McMullen took the lead, and at lap 8, Lightblade and Johnny McMullen get together, allowing console to take over the lead and continue to go on to win the race. There was a lot of controversy between that move there, between Johnny McMullen and Lightblade. The community was outraged when they seen that Lightblade ended up with a 30-second penalty for getting pushed off the track. Fortunately for him, there was a lot of stewards and a lot of people who took a look at it, and we ended up reversing it. So the running order last week, console, he actually won it. The Johnny McMullen came in second, NRP third, and Lightblade came in fourth. But after that inquiry there, ladies and gentlemen, we got Lightblade back up to second. Right now, the point standings are pretty close after one race. We got the console right now leading everybody at 60 points. Johnny McMullen coming in at 54. Johnny McMullen couldn't make it in tonight. His replacement is Art Chill, so Johnny McMullen is going to have a big points loss today. Lecky coming in at 53 points. Lightblade at 50 points. K Morris coming in at 48 points. NRP at 40. Lionsfoot at 34. Smithy at 28. And it progressively goes down there, ladies and gentlemen. So the top 5 guys are pretty tight right now. Johnny McMullen, like I said, is going to take a huge hit in the points today. Hopefully he can try to rebound here. So as we take a look at our drivers here, ladies and gentlemen, see them coming around the track here. We're going to go down and we're going to meet our drivers here right now. We have ACR Old Smokey. Old Smokey, where is he at? We got him last week here. Old Smokey currently running 6th right now, 2 seconds off the lead. Old Smokey's 33 years old. He's from the UK, and he said he loves racing and he's involved with other leagues. He was the winner of the Dash for Cash event. If you guys didn't check it out over the winter time on our winter break, it was our Dash for Cash event. He ended up winning it, taking it away from our Australian driver, BMX rider, only by a pit penalty. So it was absolutely great to watch him too. Plays on the controller as well, Old Smokey does. Currently running 7th right now. As we go down through the list here, we have the console. Let's see here. I just alphabetized all this whole entire list, ladies and gentlemen. You would think I would be a little more prepared for this. We got probably have them as C, that's why. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, as these guys go around the track here, we have let me do this here real quick. Yeah, forgive me, ladies and gentlemen. I am having a technical issue here with my laptop. I bought a brand new one, so I wouldn't have this problem, and this is what I got here. So going down through the list here, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry about that brief pause. K Morris is currently running second right now. K Morris was the GT4 championship last year, or the GT4 champion. We did the Jetta GT4s last year, and he was very strong. Last week he ended up winning the second race. There wasn't a whole lot of action going on in the second race. I know the first one was pretty controversial. I know the console and NRP ended up getting together on the first lap. They both started from the rear of the field because they finished up front. They ended up getting together. It was just a mistake of both of them. The console rebounded very nice there. Got back up to fourth place. K Morris ended up winning the race. He checked out early, and it was all K. It was just the K Morris show. So K Morris having a really good run here today at 135.6 coming in. Bowie now. Bowie all the way up front at a 135.321. What a great running by Bowie. Bowie also new to the league here. Bowie is 20 years old. He's from Holland. He said he's a flag marshal at the circuits of Zandvoort. He said he's also marshaled at Le Mans and Zolder, Spa, and at Brands Hatch. He said he works on a racing team that works with multiple 400-plus horsepower Honda Civics and races on project cars, too, when he's not on the track. And just like last week, he had the pole there for quite some time. And Lightblade ended up taking it away right at the very last stages of the race there. So Bowie ended up dropping out last week, had some internet connections. He's hoping to stay, or internet problems, hoping to set, or he said he's hoping to be able to remain in both of these races today. Try to get some points built up here. So good to see him running right now. Got Lionsfoot. Lionsfoot finished mid-pack last week, 7th, I believe, in both races. Lionsfoot currently right now running 5th in the standings, 1.2 seconds over, or 1.2 seconds behind the lead right now. Lionsfoot. His name's Scotty. He's a Welsh driver. He's from Swansea. He said his favorite track is the Red Bull Ring in Imola. And Scotty's fit right in here with us. We moved him up to the Mods Marshall boards, and he's got a lot of great ideas. Real aggressive on the track. He said he's been having a little problems with the car overheating in the practice session there, so we're not sure what's going to happen. We'll have to keep an eye on Lionsfoot today. I know with these Genettas, there's really no way to tape them up, so you got to be, you can't be that aggressive on the throttle. You got to stay off the rev limiter, and it's kind of a song and dance between you and the car to try to get it up through the field here. Lightblade last week was actually our pole winner for the first race. He came in 3rd in that second race. Like I said, he got together with Johnny McMullen in lap 6 there. So Lightblade just recently moved up to the marshal role. He has a lot of good ideas here for the league. Came to us and said, hey man, you guys are doing a good thing here. I want to get involved. Lightblade, his name's Bobby. He's 35 from Swansea in the Wales. Lives in the UK. He said he loves the race and he's a fan of all things motor. He likes the WRC and the TC races, and he races in multiple leagues. A fan of single-seat vehicles and wants to continue growing in sim racing. So good to see him on track today. Right now, not looking too good though. 8th, a little surprised by Lightblade. Lightblade's normally really fast in these GT5s. Don't know if this isn't a good track for him. This track is in the UK, ladies and gentlemen, and this a lot of these guys are from the UK. Actually, most of them are from the UK, so a lot of these guys, it's their favorite track. A lot of homeboys here today. Let's go down through the list here, see what we got. We got Nicky now up to 4th, coming back out of the pit, see if he can go back and make another run at it. See if he can try to get up there and try to compete with some of these top fast guys here. Nicky's 33 years old. He lives in Silverstone, England. Said he works at Silverstone Circuit. He said he loves all form of motor racing. WRC and Group C are his favorites. He's fast and clean, and his friends say he's a real cool dude. So he believes that the race can't be won on the first lap, which we all know that it can't be. Sometimes, if you're really good, but not on a video game, I don't think, because of internet connections. We've seen it happen in real life, but we're not sure here what's happening. Right along with Foulguest right now, 2 seconds behind the leader, currently running in 10th. Foulguest was in the lobby last week. He did an absolutely great job last week, and I don't know if I have any information on Foulguest here. I don't think that I do. Yes, I do. He's 26 years old. He said he likes the GT3s and the GT5s. Racing for about 7 years. He said he joined just a random lobby, heard about RubbingsRacing, wanted to get involved, and like I said last week, ladies and gentlemen, here he is. Foulguest, currently running 10th, 2 seconds off of the lead. Tuggy Bear now running in 12th. Tuggy Bear not having really that good of a run at it right now. 3.2 seconds out behind the leaders. Tuggy Bear was our sponsor for the Dash for Cash over our Christmas break in between the off seasons. Huge success for the league there. Tuggy Bear 39 years old from Chesterfield. He said he's been around since the A-Spec days. His favorite class is the touring cars. His favorite tracks are the Nürburgring and the Red Bull Ring. He's also a rugby player and an aerospace engineer. And he says he's got a lot of time wrapped up in project cars too, which I know that is to be the truth because I've spent a lot of time with Tuggy Bear on the track, ladies and gentlemen. About out of time here in our qualifying session. About 20 seconds left in the session, and then these guys are going to wind up their laps here and see what we can do. Right now, Bowie setting the pace at a 135.321. Art Shield now in behind him. Let's take a look at Art Shield, see if he can do anything on this lap right now. Coming in at a 135.6. 135.6 is a pretty fast lap around here. 134s we've seen earlier in practice. So what he's doing here is a pretty good lap here. Jeff Sharp says, I'm back in Light Blade. Thank you guys for all your comments. Matty Cake, boo, boo-hoo, boo-hoo to you, Matty Cake. Matty Cake was in our Thursday Night Lights series last night in Indianapolis. First time he was riding around in our league, in the RubbingsRacing League. Great job by him. Had a 10-second penalty. Ended up kind of pooping out there at the end of the race. So Andrew Clegg says, Bowie is looking rapid. You know, Andy WFC, Bowie got a fan out there. Great track, great selection. Really suits these cars. Jeff Sharp says all that. Andy says, including the reigning champ Kay Morris, I've seen two wheels a few times in practice. So we have noticed that, ladies and gentlemen. Bowie now out on the track for his final time. Final time right now. Bowie coming around the final corner up on two wheels, just like Andy WFC predicted there. There they go. See if Bowie can make up any time. He really doesn't have to. Flashing his lights, he knows he's got the pole. He doesn't have to worry about anything. It's pole sitter right now. Who we got coming in behind him? I think that might be Nicky coming across the line here. Let's see if he can make up any time right now, and Nicky does not make up any time. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think that is your starting order right now. Let's see what Gray Warrior's up to. Yep, Gray Warrior's going into the pits here. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is our running order. Bowie takes the pole. Art Chill comes up from the reserves. First time racing in the RubbingsRacing. He's all kind of parts of all kind of other leagues, he said. So, that's the running order, ladies and gentlemen. We are getting ready to go green here in about 3 or 4 minutes. And if you guys just want to hang tight, I got to take a couple pictures here of this qualifying effort. And then we are going to get underway. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for your GT5 European Challenge. And ladies and gentlemen, we are getting ready to go green. These guys are going to line up just like they qualified. It's our 20-minute sprint race. The track temperature right now is 110 degrees Fahrenheit. The ambient temperature outside is 79 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's prime conditions for these guys. 1 o'clock afternoon times 2. So it's probably about 3:30 or about 3:30 by the time the race finishes up in game. June 7th is the date. So we are still just at the very end of spring here. And these guys are going to be getting out on the track. Like I said, Bowie now out front. These guys side by side as they get ready to start this race, ladies and gentlemen. A little bit of track information about Brands Hatch. I was doing some track information, some history on it. It's 2.43 miles. 40,000 fans can sit in here. It's got 9 turns. It's located in West Kingsdown in Kent, England. Originally, it was a grass track for motorcycles on a farmer's field, which I don't doubt because there's a lot of tracks over there in the UK that I think derived from farmer's field. So, the series it hosts is a Formula 3, the British Superbike, and the FIA Formula 1. And it's notorious. It's very famous for this off-camber front stretch here at Brands Hatch. We all like this. We all like this track. There's a lot of guys here who are very fast at this track here. 9 turns, like I said, on this track, and this Brabham Straight. Yeah, Brabham Straight it's called, where these guys are lined up. You can see them all leaning to our left, which would be their right, the way the track is cambered. This can be a very difficult place. They come down once they start down towards turn 1, Paddock Hill, and then start down around turns 2 and 3. And we'll keep an eye on this action. 20 seconds, guys. 20 seconds to ready up, and then we are getting ready to go green. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. Once again, thank you for all your comments, and this is going to be absolutely exciting. Corey Smith watching the race. Good luck, boys. Said he's missing the race, and he's gutted. Said Light Blade for the win. So you got another fan out there, Light Blade. Corey Smith rooting for Light Blade. Keeping an eye on the comments, and we are getting ready to go green. Trackside here, ladies and gentlemen, and we are green. Go, 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 and they are off, ladies and gentlemen. 20 minutes in this session right now. Bowie looks like he gets the whole shot. Archill in behind him, and they are three and four wide, trying to come down Paddock Hill into turn one. And we already got somebody on the roof. Let's go back here and see what's happening in the back of this pack here. We're not sure. It looks like the console got upside down immediately. Back to the front here. Bowie taking the early lead. NRP, what a move for him. Up to second place as they come down the Cooper straight out of turn 3 into turn 4 here, or no, into turn 3, I'm sorry, into turn 3 as they come up towards turn 4 here, ladies and gentlemen. This is a tricky double apex corner. If you get it right, it's very, very fun. If you don't get it right, it's not fun at all. K Morse dropping back to 5th place right now, currently in behind Lightblade. Lightblade making a little bit of noise coming up through the pack here. A points leader of the console, we've seen he got a little bit sideways there. We're going to have to take a look at that back and see what happened. Got up on his roof. Bowie now 1.2 seconds separates him and Archill. Archill now up to second place, taking it away from NRP. And we got K Morse and Lightblade right behind these guys here. So this is all great action. 18 minutes and 50 seconds left. We're getting ready to come across the line here as these guys come up out of turn 6 towards turn 7, towards Sheen Curve here, as they call it, Sheen Curve. And then down towards turn 8 right here, which is the Sterlings. And we're going to take a ride along here at some point tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know the names of I just learned all the names of the corners of the track. I know the numbers. It's a lot easier for me to say the numbers here. So they're coming around turn 9 right now, down through the clearways and back down this off-cambered stretch. You can see him blue on to the right now. Bowie out front, 1.7 seconds. You can see him coming across the line. There's Archill, NRP, K Morse, Lightblade, Lecky, Foulguest, Lion's Foot, Old Smoky, Grey Warrior, Sen, Tro, Tuggy, and finally the console rearing up the back. And this is absolutely great action here, ladies and gentlemen. Riding on trackside here with K Morse in behind NRP and Archill right now. Bowie setting the pace, 1.5 seconds out in front of everybody right now. 20 minutes sprint race, ladies and gentlemen. There's 17 minutes and 50 seconds left here. If you're just tuning in, thank you. We are at Brands Hatch GP in the round 2 of our Janetta GT5 Super Cup Challenge here. Seeing our points leader, the console, get wrapped up right in the first corner on his roof. Gotta be upset about that, but I know the console is faster and he's going to be able to make up all the time he can. Let's go on board with some of these guys here, ladies and gentlemen, as these guys go around track. It's a little different animal than what it was last night on the Indianapolis Super Speedway. If you guys turned in for that, thank you for turning in. That was great fun watching these guys. Right on board with K Morse right now, harassing NRP. See NRP to see the suspension go all the way up, the wheels go all the way upside the wheel wells. He gets by NRP. Let's ride along. Let's go down here right along with NRP. See as you see K Morse make the pass there. NRP now back to the inside. Let's go see what happens here. K Morse to the outside, NRP to the outside. Both of these guys side by side. I can't change the camera angle. Try to give you a better view on this other than go back trackside, but this is great action, ladies and gentlemen. K Morse now go back to 4th place as he comes down here to the final corner, turn 9, the Westfields. No, not Westfields, Clearways. I'm sorry, Clearways. Turn 9 as they come back across the start-finish line for a lap 2, ladies and gentlemen. Lecky doing a good job riding along in 5th right now. 4.8 seconds off the lead. Bowie still out front now. 1.8 seconds over Archill. Archill running in the reserve spot right now. Taking the place of Smithy. Smithy not able to make the race tonight, so hopefully Smithy can make it back next week. Same with Johnny McMullen to try to rebound into points. It's going to be really tough. There's only 6 races in this series, ladies and gentlemen. Next week we are at the Snetterton 300 with the Janetta GT5s. That'll be next Friday night, so be sure to tune in with that. That'll be round 3 next week. Weather conditions are not determined for that race yet, so we shall see what happens. Bowie now, like I said, out front. Archill in 2nd. NRP, and it looks like K Morse now have a good battle here for 3rd place. This is for the final podium spot. It looks like NRP has it. K Morse wants it. K Morse was really strong in the 2nd leg of that race last week. Might have been first race jitters. Might have just not got the practice he needs. And here you see come side by side as they come down. Pilgrims drop into turn 5, almost side by side. K Morse gets out in front of NRP. NRP goes back to the inside. Can NRP make anything happen here as they come up to turn 5? Or turn 6, ladies and gentlemen, and NRP does, or K Morse does make the move. NRP goes in behind him. Great move by K Morse, and Lecky now joining the party right now. Lecky up to 5th place. These 3 guys, all this battle's happening about 5 seconds behind the leader right now. Bowie and Archill have set out the pace currently right now. Bowie's a 135.406 and Archill running the 135.401. Them 2 are the fastest times on the track. Nobody's close to them right now. The closest time to that, I think, is a 136.4. run by K Morse. So these guys up front have something under the hood that nobody else got. They got a setup that nobody else has as they come across the start finish line for lap 4. These 3 guys right here, this is for a top spot, or for our final podium spot here, ladies and gentlemen. K. Morris, NRP, and Lecky all fighting for this as you see him come down the hill, starting towards the Druid. This is a hard braking zone. Got to get hard on the brakes, turn that wheel in there, kind of try not to get on the curb like Nicky did there a little bit, but he was able to maintain control through there. Come down the hill, Cooper Straight, into turn 4. This is another tricky one. If you get on the outside in that dirt on the outside of that curb, they'll give you a slowdown penalty. Here they come up towards turn 4 and then start up the hill here. Once they start up this hill, on the backside of this is what they call Pilgrim's Drop, and this is a great battle. Looks like Lecky's going off just a little bit now. We got some action going on up front. Let's take a look at the leaders here, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like Archill now is pulled within 0.6 of a second of Bowie. We didn't see much of the action there that was happening because we were watching that battle for 3rd place between K. Morris, NRP, and Lecky. Guys, if you want to get involved with what you're seeing on track here, it's clean racing. These guys are clean, they're respectful. www.rubbingsracing.co.uk. Hit the button that says register as a driver. It'll take you to our Discord link. We'll get you through the evaluation process, and you could be racing with some of the best guys on the PlayStation Network right now. One of the cleanest sim racing communities, and we're very excited to have Archill and Sen tonight coming in. You see this battle right now for the lead, 0.7 of a second. Let's go back through the field here. Let's see what Tuggy Bear, and this is an absolute madhouse right here. Tuggy Bear has got his hands full. Look at these guys here racing, ladies and gentlemen. Tuggy Bear, Old Smoky, the console, Foulguest and Tro, all these guys within an arm's length of each other, trying to keep these cars glued to the track and manipulate this off-camber front stretch here. Lap 5, ladies and gentlemen, 13 minutes left in this session. A little less than halfway through here. Got about another 3 minutes to make it halfway, to make it official. You see the console going wide. You see Tuggy Bear doing a good job now, 15 seconds in behind the leader. And it looks like Archill, if you're looking on the timing on the left part of the screen there, it looks like Archill's pulled in about 0.3 of a second. We're going to keep an eye on those timings, but I want to see this action right here in mid-pack, boy. These guys are really fighting. And this is all for position. This is all for starting position in the second race, ladies and gentlemen. Brands Hatch GP is where we're at. If you're just tuning in, Janetta GT5 is the car if you're just tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for all your comments. And Jeff says, Lecky's always sneaks through quietly. He does. He doesn't say much, which is odd for Lecky, because Lecky is a motor mouth. He likes to talk and talk and talk and talk, but when he's on track, he puts his head down, puts his hands on the wheel, and he gets the job done right now. Currently, Lecky running in 5th place, 6 seconds behind the leader. Still in the battle right now with K. Morris and NRP. You see Lecky now moved up to 4th on the timing sheets on the left side, but we're keeping an eye on these guys here. This is great, close, door-to-door action. Oh, no, an Old Smoky gets hit, goes sideways. No, and he regains control. The console gets through, and it looks like who's up in front of, looks like Foulguest now takes that position away from Tuggy Bear. You got Foulguest, you got Tuggy Bear, you got the console, and Old Smoky. Old Smoky did not make it through there. Old Smoky's now coming up around the bend. We don't know where he went. Back to the lead, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go, side-by-side action. Coming down the hill towards the Druids. Bowie's under pressure by Archill here, ladies and gentlemen. Bowie dives it to the inside. Archill all over him in that number 16 orange and white Janetta. Bowie in that yellow and black one out front here. These guys are setting the pace. 5 seconds out in front of everybody. These guys have something special going on right now. The track conditions are clear and light clouds for the remainder of the race. 110 degrees is the track temperature. 80 degrees Fahrenheit is the outside temperature, and these guys are, oh, and Archill goes around, hits the curb. We got a caution in turn 4, ladies and gentlemen, starting up the hill. Caution in turn 4. Archill, can he get it turned around? He does. He's going to lose a bunch of positions there. K. Morris goes by, NRP goes by. Archill has to regain. It looks like Lecky's going to challenge him now for that spot. Good heads up by all of these guys to get around Archill. Within striking distance right there, had the bumper to him coming through the Druids. What a mental mistake by Archill. Back to 5th place, 9 seconds. Don't know if he's going to be able to rebound. He's got a really fast car. He was separating from these guys now all over the back of Lecky. Like he's got to try to either defend him or let him by here to see when you're allowed to make one defending move here. So Lecky's doing a great job. Very smart, very fast around this track. Keep an eye on this battle here. Archill now in behind Lecky. Can he get around him? Lecky's a very, very fast, very intelligent, sometimes aggressive driver. And you see Archill go back off the track once again over the curb. See, here they come, ladies and gentlemen. Bowie still setting the pace right now. 1:35.7 was his lap by last time. 1:37.1 that was K. Morris's last time by. And we got 1:35.1 by Archill last time by. So 1:35.1 right now is the pace, ladies and gentlemen. Setting the fastest lap. Bowie out front. K. Morris. Where's K. Morris and NRP here? Let's take a look at these two guys if the camera catches up to them. Yes, here they are. So there's some separation between these guys. Let's go back here to these guys here. These guys are just beating the crap out of each other here. You got Foulguest in 7th, the Console in 8th. Console got flipped over on his lid there in the first. You see he's missing a hood. You can see the subframe there underneath, in between the front tires there, the radiator. Looks like he's got all kind of cool air to his car now, so it doesn't matter. He doesn't look like he's going to overheat. Lionsfoot was having all kind of problems. Where's he's at right now? Lionsfoot currently in 5th place. He was having all kind of overheating problems in the feature race here. And I'll turn the map on for you guys, ladies and gentlemen. I always forget to turn the maps on so you guys know where they're at. And ladies and gentlemen, as they come up the hill here, we got a little sidetrack. Lionsfoot, it doesn't look like he's having any problems right now with his car. Currently running the 5th place. Go back here through the field. Tuggy Bear looks like he may have had an incident going back up through the gears, lost that pack. We got Lecky now back to 6th place in the dirt, and the Console now getting by Foulguest. Foulguest and Tro now battling for 8th and 9th place. Doesn't look like anybody's going to be able to keep up with Bowie. 8 minutes and 45 seconds left in this first session, our sprint race here. Brands Hatch GP and our Ginetta GT5 European Super Cup Challenge. The Brands Hatch GP, ladies and gentlemen. You can see the Console trackside looking at him come down as he comes down the hill under the Brands Hatch bridge here. Starts towards turn 9. And see if he can make up any kind of time here right now. It's kind of bittersweet. You don't know if you want to race to try to get up to the front and start in the rear for the second one, or if you want to try to hang in the back and try to get a good starting position for the second one. But all these guys are race car drivers, and they're not just going to hang back. These guys are going to give it everything they possibly have to try to get by the next guy. They don't care about the starting position for the next race. They just want to get back out on track and be competitive. And that's what it is here, ladies and gentlemen, at Rubbings Racing. www.rubbingsracing.co.uk will get you your ticket into the Rubbings Racing sim community to register as a driver. We'll see you come into our Discord, and then we will have you racing on track at no time. 7 minutes and 50 seconds left in this session right now. Bowie holding a commanding lead right now. Give him a little bit of time here in the yellow and black Ginetta as he comes up through the west field there. Turn 6, starts down the hill, back up towards Sheen Curve. Turn 7. Currently 6.19 seconds. Isn't gaining a lot, but isn't losing a lot to K Morris. K Morris looking really strong right now, and you can see him right now coming through Sheen Curve. So you can see the gap, the 6-second gap. And you got NRP. You got NRP coming in at 3rd place right now. You can see him under pressure now by Arch Hill. Arch Hill was 9 seconds back. Looks like he lost about a second to the lead right now. Currently 10 seconds, 10.1 seconds back. So he knows he has a good car. He's just got to regroup, get the get back on track. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. Get back up on track. They try to get these positions back. Go back through the field here. We have Old Smokey now. Old Smokey looks like he's harassing the back of Gray Warrior. Haven't heard much of Gray Warrior. I tried to go down through the driver introductions. I ran out of time, ladies and gentlemen. We'll get going through these driver introductions or these. What I like to do is try to associate my drivers with the community and with the rest of the world. They want to know. They want to see who's on track. We have guys from all over the place, all different ages. We've got everybody from teenagers to guys who are retired racing in this league. So it doesn't matter. We don't discriminate. We love everybody, and we want you in here racing in this lobby, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get back up here to see what NRP's up to. Looks like Archil got around NRP. Seen that battle on track in the timings on the left-hand side, but looks like he's got around him. Now 9.8 seconds, gaining a little bit of time on Bowie and K Morris, but I don't think it's going to be enough unless something happens in front of him. 6 minutes left in the session, ladies and gentlemen. 110 degrees Fahrenheit is the track temperature. 80 degrees is the outside temperature. Watching NRP right now as he comes up towards turn 6. Tricky section of the track right here. We can get outside on that curb with them driver side tires, and that thing will spin you right into the fence. It's happened to all of us who's raced here. We know how aggravating it is. Haven't seen anybody spin out there. Of course, we've been keeping an eye on mostly the top 10 guys here. Let's see what Tro's up to. Tro currently sitting 26 seconds behind the leader in that red and black Ginetta GT5. Not much to say out of Tro's camp there. He's pretty quiet every week. Just likes to race in the GT5 series. He said, good to have him in and week out. Going back to see if there's any battles here on track, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like Old Smokey's still harassing Gray Warrior. These guys in this battle right now is for 12th place, and these guys are fighting hard for 12th place, ladies and gentlemen. Gray Warrior last week didn't have too good of a race last week. Way down in the points. And see if he can try to rebound. Gray Warrior's 32 years old. He said he's a British racer. His favorite track's is Brands Hatch. And we see somebody go into the pit wall. We're not sure who that was. That might have been Gray Warrior as we were speaking about him. Commentator Curse, I wasn't watching. I heard all the commotion on the track, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go back up to the track here. Anyway, Gray Warrior, 32 years old, British racer. He said his favorite tracks is Brands Hatch, and his favorite PC cars is the Caterham 7. So he is at his favorite track today. Doesn't look like this track is being very kind to him, though. NRP currently sitting 10 seconds behind the leader. Seen a few laps ago, Art Chill spun out, coming out of turn 4. Got all the way back down, I think, to 6th position. Made his way back up to 4th, currently 11 seconds behind the leader. Lions Foot currently running 5th. Lecky currently running 6th. Lecky was up there for a little bit, challenging some of them guys. Looks like he might have backed off a little bit. Maybe the tires are starting to come in. We're not sure. The console now is all over the back of Lecky as they come up here through Sheen Curve and head down towards turn 8. The hard braking are right here. Hard on the brakes. You can see the front ends dive. Try to get all the inside of that and try not to get to the outside on the right-hand side of that track because that'll get you all off kilter, make you lose all kind of time. And with these little cars and this little horsepower that they have, every amount of time you can gain on this track is nothing but an advantage. Getting in the grass, which is very common here, coming out of turn 9. I know I do. I don't know about these guys. I haven't seen many people do it, but this is their home track. These guys, this is their homeland. These guys are very, very comfortable here. Riding along with Lecky. Watching this battle right now. Trackside between Lecky and the console. Lecky gets a little wide there, almost goes into the sand. Let's see if the console can do anything with him here. The console makes a dive to the inside. Lecky's going to rim ride all the way on the outside. See if they can make anything happen side by side as they come out of turn 2. Down Cooper Straight towards turn 4, ladies and gentlemen. Here they come. Looks like Lecky's going to hold the line. The console makes a move to the inside, side by side. Here they come, ladies and gentlemen, towards turn 4. Or this is the Cooper Straight right here. I'm sorry, Cooper Straight turns turn 4. This double apex corner. And didn't find out this was double apex corner until one of the guys in the league told me. This was one of my treacherous corners. I finally figured it out. And man, I wish I was racing tonight because that's one of my favorite corners in this track right now. Ladies and gentlemen, 2 minutes and 40 seconds left in this session. 81 degrees outside is the temperature. 110 degrees Fahrenheit is the track temperature. Prime conditions for this sprint race here. Second round of our GT5 Janetta Super Cup, and Lecky goes off and hits the wall. Boy, what's unfortunate for him. Console gets by, and it looks like Lions Foot's going to go ahead and sneak by him as well. Coming into turn 6, ladies and gentlemen, into the West End, we have a car come off. Just come back on the track. Falgus gets by him. Good heads up by Lecky to get back on the track. Let's take a look back up here to see what's happening. Let's see if Lecky can do anything with Falgus here. Comes back on the track. Falgus gets around him. The console gets around him. Looks like Tro got around him as well. So the console now up to 6th place from starting all the way in the back. Well, he didn't start in the back. He had a really good qualify. Ended up getting turned around on the first lap there. And a great rebound by him, 6. He knows what's at stake here. Leading the points right now. Not by much, only by a couple points. But he knows he's leading the points. This is going to be a big mix-up here in the points. Bowie out front right now, lap 12. Minute and 40 seconds left in this session. Laps are winding down. He may have about 2 laps left. We'll see, maybe 3 at the tops. Lap 12 right now as it stands, ladies and gentlemen. Lap 12. Bowie leading it. K. Morris, our GT4 championship winner from last year. Solid performance by him. Coming in second. Archill now within striking distance of K. Morris. Let's see if Archill can do anything with K. Morris, and these laps are winding down here. Archill, we've seen him spin out earlier. Got it back together. Came back up through the field. Now he's in a podium spot, trying to get a little bit more, trying to see if he can take it away from K. Morris. K. Morris is a strong competitor in these GT4s and the GT5s. He showed what he was worth last week in the feature race at Donington Park National. He just ran away with it, absolutely demolished everybody in the field right now. So K. Morris now trying to fend off Archill for this final position, or for this second position right now. Lap 12, ladies and gentlemen. We got, let's see what Bowie's coming across the line out of turn 9. Coming across the line here. It looks like we got 40 seconds remaining in this session, so this may be the final lap. I think it's going to be, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if it is or not. I'm not really sure how the timed laps work. It's always a mystery to me. We'll find out next time by. Arch Bowie running by K. Morris and Archel now. This battle is heating up for second place as they come around turn 1. Archel to the inside to see K. Morris take a little bit of a more aggressive outside line. They come down towards the Druids. Here they go. Let's see if Archil can make anything happen here behind K. Morris. We know K. Morris is very clean, very respectful, very fast, side by side as they come down a hill. Turns, third, four. And here they go. K. Morris to the inside. Archil to the outside. Can he make anything happen? He keeps it on the track, and he does go around K. Morris on the outside of that track. What a great move by Archil. Up to second place. 135.6 was Archil's last time by. K. Morris was 136.8. So Archil's running about a little over a second faster. But we think that has something to do with the slipstream here. So ladies and gentlemen, I believe this probably is going to be the last lap. You see Bowie now coming out of where is Bowie at here? Bowie is coming out of turn yeah, he's coming up towards Sheen Curve here, towards turn 7. We're going to keep an eye on him as he crosses the start finish line out of turn 7, coming up to this hard braking zone. It's a right for us, but it's a left for them, and make that left hand corner, starting through the turn, back on the accelerator, down the hill towards turn 9, towards Clearways, and then back to the start finish line. So thank you guys for your comments. Thank you guys for tuning in. Very clean by K. Morris. K. Morris just needs to stay close. K. Morris just needs to stay close right now. So take a look at the timings here, and that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Bowie coming across the line first. We got Archil. Looks like he gets by K. Morris to hold on to that second spot. K. Morris coming across the line third. We got NRP now coming across fourth place. Good running by NRP. Lion's Foot complaining about an overheating car in practice. Doesn't seem like that was an issue for him today. Coming across the line in 6th place. Great running for him. The console get ripped upside down on the first lap. Coming across in 7th place. Good run by Tro today. He said this is one of his good tracks here. So, or not Tro, it was Grey Warrior. Tro coming across in 7th. Lecky rebounding, coming across in 8th. Great line, great race to the line by him. Falgas coming in 9th. And Tuggy Bear coming in 10th. Light Blade and Tuggy Bear now. Looks like these guys are going to see if Light Blade can do anything with Tuggy Bear right now. I'm not sure what happened to Light Blade. That's unusual for him. I normally am calling his name out a lot in these races. He's really fast in these cars, but it doesn't look like he's going to be able to do anything with Tuggy Bear right now. And we got Old Smokey in the background coming around the corner there. You can see him. And that is the race, ladies and gentlemen. As these guys wind up, we're going to take probably about a 5 or 10 minute break, get things situated. I got to get the running order. These guys got to get out and stretch their legs, get prepared for this 20-minute session here. We had 13 laps in our sprint race, so it's going to be 27 laps for our feature race, 27 laps with a mandatory pit stop. The weather is going to be start out at heavy overcast and then end up clear. So stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. We will return here at RubbingsRacing. Got a lot of big things happening here at RubbingsRacing. This is our season 1 of 2020, and right now, ladies and gentlemen, keeping an eye on the leader, and Grey Wolf can go anytime he wants to, or Grey Warrior can go anytime he wants to, ladies and gentlemen. We got the speedometer up, and they are gone, ladies and gentlemen. Here they go. Grey Warrior gets out front. Light Blade in behind him. Light Blade did not have a good race last time. He's hoping to vindicate himself here as they come out through turn 1. And let's go down through the field and watch these guys come through the corner, ladies and gentlemen, and see if, oh, looks like we got Lecky goes around. Is that Lecky goes around? We're not sure who goes around. Looks like Andy's involved. Does Andy get through? Andy and looks like Bowie, our race winner, get tangled up. Oh, not good news for Bowie. Light Blade, meanwhile, takes over the lead. Got Grey Warrior coming through. Lecky, Old Smokey, Tuggy Bear, Falgas, the console, Lion's Foot, Tro. I can't keep up with them. They're coming through too fast. And K. Morris, the top 12, ladies and gentlemen, all nose to tail as they come up here through turn 4 and start up the hill. And we had seen Bowie spin out here last time. All these guys get through. Lap 2, or yes, it's lap 2 out of 27, ladies and gentlemen, and you're watching it live here on RubbingsRacing. www.rubbingsracing.co.uk will get you in. And right now we're seeing Light Blade out front. We see Lecky, and we're watching the back of this pack here, and these guys are just absolutely crowded. You could throw a blanket over these guys, and none of them would be able to see. What a great view here, ladies and gentlemen, as we come through. We watch Falgas. Oh, I messed it up. That was a great view. We see Light Blade come through. I want to get a view of them here. We got Light Blade, we got Lecky, we got Grey Warrior, Old Smokey, Falgas, the console, the Lion's Foot, Tuggy Bear, It's PT, Tro, and NRP now. Back to 11th place. Not sure what happened to NRP. K. Morris, our second place now. He's starting the back of the pack. Now he's up to 11th place. Bowie all the way back to 13th place. 20 seconds behind the leaders. Got to be frustrated. Got to be frustrated with that move there. Not sure what happened. Might hear about it in the stewards' inquiries. Taking a look here at NRP and K. Morris. K. Morris into the pits. Unlike, oh no, I'm sorry, yes, K. Morris into the pits. That is unlike K. Morris. K. Morris is always late into the pits. We never know if he pitted. K. Morris taking an early pit stop. trying this strategy here. Lightblade coming through, Lecky coming through, Old Smoky, Foul Guest, the Console, and Grey Warrior side by side. Lions Foot being chased by It's PT, Tuggy Bear, and NRP as these guys come around the Druids and start down the hill here. Let's take a look back here at the lead, ladies and gentlemen. There they go. There goes Lightblade coming up towards turn 4. You got Lecky coming in behind him. Old Smoky, Foul Guest, the Console, Grey Warrior, Lions Foot, It's PT, Tuggy, and NRP. Trying to get the best camera angles for you guys on this track here. And watch these guys as they race around. Lightblade making great noise here at the beginning of the race as he starts down Pilgrim's Drop towards turn 5. Currently right now 1.16 seconds. He put a little bit of a separation in between him and Lecky. Lecky making great moves up to the front of the pack here. 1 second right now behind Lightblade. Old Smoky, seeing him running in the back of the pack. We mentioned earlier that Old Smoky plays on a controller, which is, I gotta say, impressive. If he's still racing on a controller, hanging here in the top 3 with these guys, that is very impressive, especially in Project Cars 2, because I think they designed this game for the wheel, in my opinion. Let's go back here and see what Lightblade's up to. Lightblade coming out of the final corner here. Here he comes. Currently 1.1 seconds now out in front of everybody. K. Morris did take a pit stop on the first lap or second lap here, so big moves here. We see in the background, we see Old Smoky going into the pits, keeping an eye on the lead here. Lecky now hunting down Lightblade as they come across the start-finish line, down through the first corner. It's a tricky section here. A lot of passing can happen here, but boy, they got to be careful. They'll end up in that sand trap there. Lightblade now out front, Lecky coming in behind. And where's the Console at? The Console now up to 3rd place, starting towards the back of the pack. Great run by him. It's good to see he has all his car parts back on this time. By this point in the last race, he didn't have a bonnet on his car, and in the lobby he was complaining he couldn't hit his marks because he couldn't see his hood. So hopefully he has a better understanding this time. Let's look here and see what it looks like. We had somebody off. We're not sure what was going on there. Take it back here to Tuggy Bear. Tuggy Bear now, NRP, It's PT, and Tuggy Bear. All these guys nose to tail as they come up out of turn 4 and start up the hill, start over towards Pilgrim's Drop, down towards turn 5. Looks like Tuggy Bear, is it, who are we watching here? Is it Tuggy Bear? Yeah, Tuggy Bear now out front. No, who is this here? Lions Foot, that's who it is. Lions Foot. They both have red cars. I got confused there, ladies and gentlemen. Lions Foot now making a move here, trying to go dive it to the inside, see if NRP can make anything happen on the outside here, ladies and gentlemen. NRP had a good run in last race. NRP 33, like I said, from Silverstone, works at the track, and might have some guys here at the track watching them as these guys come up around the corner here. Start down towards turn 7 towards turns 8 towards Sterling, and start down towards turn 9 towards Clearways here. I hope I'm getting these turn names right, ladies and gentlemen. I wrote them down. I hope I can read my own writing. If I don't get them right, I'm sorry. I apologize. It is the turn numbers. You guys get it. If you're a fan of the track, you know that you know exactly what I'm talking about. Keeping an eye on this battle right here. Lions Foot, NRP, and It's PT. Welcome to the lobby. It's PT coming as a reserve driver up to 6th place, all over the back of Lions Foot right now. And it looks like NRP now makes the move around Lions Foot, coming around the first corner. And looks like It's PT is going to try to make it work on the inside. Is he going to make it happen? Yes, he sticks it to the inside. Lions Foot sees him. What a great, clean power move by It's PT. Great move, but Lions Foot's not done with him. Looks like he wants to charge back as they come down the hill. Don't know if he's going to be able to do anything with them on the Cooper Straight here as they come up towards turn 4. He makes a move to the inside. Can he make it happen? Lions Foot, no. He looks like he's going to think better of it. Goes a little bit wide on this double apex corner. It's a tricky corner, like I said earlier in the race. If you can get it right, boy, it is absolutely fun to watch these guys do it. So that is our running order right now, ladies and gentlemen. Lightblade 3.7 seconds out in front of everybody right now. It looks like Bowie up to 8th place. Good running by Bowie. Got spun around up to 8th place. I know there's some pit stops involved in there, so we'll see where he finishes up. Said he's pretty happy at finishing that first race. Showed his dominance there, but got wrapped up in the beginning of the second race, which often happens, ladies and gentlemen. These guys have to be careful and patient, but everybody's anxious. They want to get up through the field as fast as they can. Keeping an eye on Lightblade here. We got the Console now coming in 2nd place right now, up to 2nd. Good run for him. 3.5 seconds now behind Lightblade as he comes out of the final corner on this cambered long front stretch here towards the start finish line. Lap 6, ladies and gentlemen, 6 out of 27. The outside temperature is 66 degrees Fahrenheit and the track temperature is 81. We have heavy overcast. The forecast for the race is heavy overcast to medium overcast to light clouds to sunshine, so the track conditions will change throughout the race. These guys right now have prime grip. Their tires are as good as they can be, and these guys are sticking to the track, keeping an eye on the console here. Let's go back in here and see what Tuggy Bear is doing. Tuggy Bear now on the back of its PT. These guys coming through the first corner. And I'll put the map up here for you, ladies and gentlemen, so you can see where they're at. I know where they're at. Well, because I've been practicing this, it's like crazy. But anyway, Andy WFC disconnected. Wanted to get in the lobby. That's unfortunate for him. See you later, Alligator. Andy, we'll catch you next time. If you guys want to see Andy and hear Andy's commentary, he does Tuesday nights for the touring car, and he does Sundays for the GT3. A master at what he does. Absolutely brilliant in commentating. Huge shout out to Andy WFC. Unfortunate he disconnected. You see NRP get a little crazy there in that orange and white car. It looks like he got off the track, and it allows Tuggy Bear and its TP to continue racing as they come down the hill here towards turn 5 on the Derek Minter straight towards turn 6 here. Derek Minter, I didn't say that one yet. Kind of spicy rolling off the tongue. Derek Minter straight coming out of turn 6. Oh, what happened there? Its PT goes around. We talked about it earlier in the race, ladies and gentlemen. He'd come out of that corner, hit that curb, and it sent him into the guardrail. That's unfortunate. This sucks, man. Bottom line, I don't know how to say it. It just sucks when that happens, especially when you're running good. Right now we got Lightblade out front. Didn't call him in the first race. He must have had his head down. Maybe he was doing some kind of strategy. Maybe just wanted to stay out of trouble. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, leading the race by 1.8 seconds out in front of the console. NRP now making his way back up through the field. 6th place right now, only a second behind Tuggy Bear. Let's see if he can do anything with Tuggy Bear as they cross the line, ladies and gentlemen. Lap 7. Out of 27, 20 laps to go, ladies and gentlemen, at Brands Hatch GP for our second round of our GT5 or Janetta GT5 European Super Cup Challenge. Tuggy Bear goes off into the sand, allows NRP to get around them as they come through Druids. Mental mistake there by Tuggy Bear. Tuggy Bear goes back to 6th place, had that 5th place position. NRP took it away from him. Let's go back here and see what Bowie's doing. Looks like it's PT, Bowie, and Gray Warrior. Keep calling him, call him Gray Wolf. Gray Warrior. And Gray Warrior, it's PT. Behind him, we got Bowie in that yellow car, and you got Gray Warrior now in behind him as these guys come out of turn 4, I always call it turn 4. It's turn 3 and then turn 4. My map's a little too small. I drew a handwritten map and it's a little too small, so it doesn't look like that straight should be there. I'll get it eventually here, maybe by the end of the race, we're not sure. Thank you guys for your comments. Thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate all of the kind comments and all the kind words that you guys have to say about us. If you guys are watching, hit that little bell down there right below the comments there and just say subscribe, like, give us a thumbs up, hit that little bell, ding ding, subscribe to us. You guys won't be disappointed, man. We do this 5 nights a week. We broadcast, well, we don't broadcast, I don't know if we broadcast 5 nights a week. A couple nights a week. We are looking for broadcasters, which we did get a broadcaster in the room, or in the lobby, or in the league. I'm sorry, I don't know what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen. We did get a broadcaster in the league. Let's go back up here and see what's going on with Lightblade. That was rambling on. Looks like the console took over the lead, and Lion's Foot now up to 2nd place. Lightblade must have had a spin as we talked about it. But we're always looking for commentators, always looking for staff members, and right now we're borderline understaffed. We want to try to get as much racing to the community as we possibly can, but we need hosts, we need commentators, we need guys who are willing to put in the time. This is all volunteer. This is all for the love of the game, ladies and gentlemen. So if you think you have what it takes, and it doesn't take much, but if you think you have what it takes to get on the air, talk about these guys racing, or get behind the scenes, get your hands dirty, and make it happen for these guys here. www.rubbingsracing.co.uk. Hit register as a driver. We'll see you coming through. And if you don't want to race, if you just want to get involved, we'd be more than happy to get you involved. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, taking a look here for the top 3, the console, Lion's Foot, and Lightblade. Lightblade and the console, these guys are pretty familiar with each other. They were pretty close at Donington National last week, as we called it. Last Friday night. So let's go back through the field here. It's PT and Bowie now, both of these guys. And we got Tuggy Bear now in this mix once again. These 3 guys are really, really beating on each other. Bowie wants to get by these guys. He thinks he's holding them up, but Bowie's got to make the right move at the right time. Bowie now to the inside, on the outside of PT. And here we go. Bowie to the move, and the PT fights back to the inside. What a move by It's PT. What great racing. It's coming down the hill. What is he going to make? He's going to make Bowie work for the position as they come up through the corner. And no, Bowie takes it back to the inside, but he can't make it stick. Wow, what great racing. It's PT now, dives it to the inside. Bowie in behind him. Bowie Bowie, I'm sorry. Bowie can't make it happen. And what happened to Art Chill? We didn't see Art Chill here. He must have lagged out. It's unfortunate for him. Not sure what happened to him. We've seen Andy WFC back out or drop out. Art Chill back out. And we're not sure if somebody else backed. No, just them 2 guys backed out there. So that's unfortunate for him. Great showing for his first race here at RubbingsRacing at Brands Hatch GP, and you see Bowie trying to do everything he can to get around XPT, and XPT said, nope, not right now, buddy. Maybe down the line, but you're going to have to work for it. And you see XPT to the inside, Bowie to the outside, and the NRP now coming up behind these guys to try to make something happen. Lightblade now up back to third place. Foulguest falls into fourth place, 15 seconds behind the leader. You can see the timings on the right side of the screen, ladies and gentlemen. But I want to keep an eye on this action right here. These guys are really, really fighting hard. And behind them guys, you can see Tuggy Bear and K Morse coming in. K Morse now up to 9th place, 20 seconds behind. Let's take a look here, and you see Tuggy Bear now coming through the picture, and K Morse also. Tuggy Bear goes off into the grass. It looks like he's going to surrender that position to NRP, but let's go back here to It's PT and see if Bowie can do anything with It's PT. It's PT now separating the gap a little bit. Looks like NRP gets around Bowie. Missed that move there. Was trying to watch the action of somebody in the dirt and watch that action going on. It's too hard to call out its action sometimes, ladies and gentlemen, but I try to do my best. I'm doing the absolute best given with what I have here. So these guys are doing absolutely a great job on track. It's PT defending his position as hard as he can. Sideways coming out of Sheen corner, out towards turn 8. Boy, he's really driving the wheels off of that car. Great showing for him in that number 24 white and green Janetta. Side-by-side action as they come behind him here. You can see NRP and Bowie now starting down towards turn 9 as they come across right out towards the start-finish line, and it's off-cambered front stretch here. I don't know how many times I've come out of that corner and been in the dirt, and I know everybody can relate with me probably who's run this track. So these guys are doing an absolutely great job harassing each other. NRP now back to 7th place. Looks like Bowie got back out around NRP. Keep an eye on this battle here. These two are really fighting for position, which is allowing It's PT to walk away just a little bit. He put about a second in between them guys. So the harder these guys fight, the better it looks. And then It's PT's mirrors there. His mirrors, he's getting a little, his car's getting a little smaller in his rear view mirror. Lap 10 out of 27, ladies and gentlemen. 17 laps to go. Mandatory pit stop. We did see some guys take some pit stops already. Some guys have not. Some guys wait till very late in the race to see what the other guys are going to do. And some guys take it early to try to avoid all that mid-pack madness. K Morris decided to do that. K Morris doing a great job now. Up to 8th place. You can see him come out of the corner. In behind Bowie and NRP. Don't know if he's going to be able to catch him. We think he probably will. You can see it coming down the hill. Yes, you can see NRP just coming down the hill there in the background as we're watching Bowie and It's PT. And you see Bowie take the position back away from NRP. Boy, these guys are really just fighting hard for this position here. Ladies and gentlemen, that is for 6th place. And oh no, Bowie goes around, hits the wall. Commentator's curse as he hits that curb, and that's unfortunate for him. He's going to have to try to regroup. Maybe he can try to do something with the pit stop. And you got to see K Morse now, or Tuggy Bear and Gray Warrior coming up behind him as they come up through Sheen's corner through turn 7, ladies and gentlemen, down towards Sheen curve, not Sheen corner, turn 8 here. Let's go back up to the lead. Looks like Lionsfoot now into the pits. Let's see what kind of pit stop Lionsfoot has. Pretty quick. I don't know how long he was sitting there, but it looked like it was pretty fast. Looks like he just pulled in. 2-second pit stop for Lionsfoot. Boy, what a great pit stop for him. And got reports from his camp that he is absolutely pleased with his pit stop right now. The console doing it in style right now, 11.9 seconds out in front of everybody. Looks like that hood on the front of his car does make a difference for reference points as you see him come through turn 4, start up the hill, and then down over Pilgrim's Drop here all by himself. Lightblade 12 seconds back behind him. Lightblade was doing a great job out front by himself, led the early part of this race, and not sure what happened. Didn't catch that on-board action there as I was trying to keep an eye on everybody. NRP now and It's PT, both of these guys now working on each other. NRP was able to get rid of Bowie. Bowie hit the curve there, went into the wall. Now he's just got straight line speed in front of him. Doesn't have to worry about a car beside him. And you can see right now, Nicky looks like he's going to try to go side by side coming down the hill. And here they come, ladies and gentlemen. What a great camera angle as they come down the hill, turn towards 5. NRP does get the advantage through there. Great line all the way to the outside, and these guys are going to have to get this braking zone here is a little earlier than what you think it is, man. If you don't hit it right, you just end up all the way out in the sand, and you see NRP take it all the way to the outside of the curb. That's a dangerous, dangerous place to be in these Janetta GT5s. Boy, these little things just hit the curb, and they take way off. Let's go back here and see what Old Smokey's up to. Old Smokey now harassing Foulguest. This is for 9th place, ladies and gentlemen. Foulguest has 8th place. Old Smokey wants it there in 9th place. This battle here as these guys come out of turn 6 towards Westfield here. And down the hill and up towards Sheen Curve, ladies and gentlemen. Lap 12 out of 27. Laps are winding down here a little bit. Almost halfway through. Mandatory pit stop. These guys are doing it here in style. Let's go back here to see what the leaders are up to. It's PT now, falling back off an NRP. Not by much, though. He's right there, still has him in his sights. You see, oh, and that's not going to help anything. NRP into the wall, able to save it, and we got K Morse now coming in behind him. Let's see what K Morse is going to be able to do. K Morse gets by an NRP, back behind K Morse. So NRP back to 4th place. K Morse up to 3rd place after taking that early pit stop. 25 seconds now behind the leaders. Not sure if the console has taken a pit stop. We don't think he has. He's been out front for pretty much the whole race. For first couple laps there, he had to work his way up through the field, so we don't think the console has taken a pit stop. About 25 seconds, 24, 25 seconds, I think, is what the pit stop is here, but we see Lion's Foot had that 2-second pit stop, so you don't know what's going to happen here, ladies and gentlemen. Back through the field here, Old Smoky and Tro now. Old Smoky, Foulguest, and Tro. All of these guys now fighting for 9th place, 9th position here as they come up to this double apex corner. Turn 4, start up the hill down towards Pilgrim Drop. See Old Smoky, like I mentioned before, Old Smoky plays on a controller, so we have a lot of talent here. Andrew Craig for that. He said he's Andy. It's unfortunate. The last 3 times I've been in a league race, I've disconnected. He said he's super unhappy about it. It never happens in online lobbies. Only happens in the leagues. Just plain bad luck, Jeff Short says. Oliver Marcia says, let's go the console, man. Let's go the console. The console has a fan out there, so if you're listening to console now into the pits and out of the pits, let's see if he can make it happen. Where is It's PT now into the pits, and K Morse now coming out of the final corner. Doesn't look like he's going to have much to offer the console right now. The console gets out of the pits and out of the way. Let's see what It's PT is going to do. It's PT is still in the pits right now, surrendering 2nd place. Looks like Lion's Foot goes by him. NRP goes by him. It's PT is down. The jack is down. He is now out of the pits. Lecky now back to 10th place. Let's see what's going on back here. Haven't heard much from Lecky. He's been super, super, super quiet here. Let's look at this. Let's look at this battle going on here for. This is for 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th place right now. Bowie, is this? Yeah, this is Bowie in the back. We got Lecky now in the other yellow car out front. Foulguest. I don't know where they went. Oh, there they are. So we got Old Smoky, Foulguest, Lecky, and Tro. All 4 of these guys in the line. This right now is the battle on the track, ladies and gentlemen. I like to call these battles, it's mid-pack racing. Everybody likes to see the leaders race, but boy, man, when you're on the racetrack, it's nothing like watching a mid-pack. These guys are fighting for their lives, trying to gain every ounce of position they can here. You see them side by side. Lecky on the outside of Foulguest. Don't know if he's going to make it happen. Tries to make it stick to the inside. Lecky's really good coming out of turn 4. He gave me a little bit of advice about that corner. Changed my life at Brands Hatch GP, ladies and gentlemen. So we know Lecky's really good around here. Not showing it right now. Currently 8th place, 33 seconds behind the leader. It's unfortunate for him. Had a good running last week. Ended up finishing in the top 5, I believe, in the sprint race or the feature race. So looking to rebound here today. Gets out around Foulguest. Great move by him. Gets back out to the driving line. Back into the corner. Great heads up by Foulguest and awareness on the track to see Lecky making that move. Lap 14 out of 27, ladies and gentlemen. Halfway over. This is halfway over, ladies and gentlemen. Halfway over. Pit stops are mandatory, so these guys who haven't taken pit stops have to keep that in mind, that they do have to take a mandatory pit stop at some point in this race right now. And K Morse up to 2nd place, coming through the Druids all by himself. Took that early pit stop on lap 3, and now the console is out in front. We're not sure if the console is pitted. I don't think he has. He hasn't said much on the radio, so we're going to stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen, to see what is going to happen here with this race. Absolutely ecstatic about this race, ladies and gentlemen. This is our 2nd race of our 6-race series. The console, oh yes, the console did pit. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. That's short-term memory loss. That happens when you get old. The console did pit, so that's right. This is the race, ladies and gentlemen. For 1st and 2nd place. K Morse now 6 seconds, falling 6 seconds behind the console. Lion's Foot coming in 16th place. Gray Warrior now 24 seconds in behind these guys, and It's PT should be coming up around the corner directly. Old Smoky in behind him, coming up around that corner as well. You see Lecky now, Foulguest, Tro, and Bowie. These guys, this is the battle on the track, ladies and gentlemen. This is the battle for 7th place. No, it's just 6th place. Looks like Lecky's going to take 6th place away from Old Smoky. Lecky's a little frustrated. Looks like he's got a bunch of damage on his car. He's been quiet on the radio. I'm sure we might hear about it after the race, but he knows he's a smart driver. He's got to keep his head down and just get it together. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time. It is time for our customary ride around. and I'm going to pick a victim this week. I don't know who it's going to be. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Let's ride on with K Morris as he crosses the start-finish line into turn one, ladies and gentlemen, on the brakes, down to third gear. Normally at this part right here, third gear all the way out, and I gave him the commentator's curse. K Morris in the grass. I did not mean to do that, ladies and gentlemen. He's going to have to get hard on the brakes here, and then out around this turn. This is what we call the Druids here. This is turn one. You got to wind it back up, get down the hill. Sometimes you're in between gears as you come down towards turn three. Hard on the brakes, and that's this zone I'm talking about. If you get all the way out on the outside there, you can get a time penalty, or you can get thrown off track. This is double apex corner. At the end of this guardrail, hit the brakes, then turn it in, then turn it in again, back on the throttle, hug it as much as you can. Look into the outside apex is where you want your car to be. Starts up the hill. And right now, where we're going down is called Pilgrim's Drop. This is Pilgrim's Drop. We don't know what angle on this hill is. I didn't do the research on it, but it's a pretty steep hill. You can see the speed pick up pretty significantly as he comes down this hill. On the rev limiter, on the fifth, it didn't go to sixth, or didn't go to fourth. Still remains in fourth gear as he comes around turn 5 down to Derek Minter straight into turn 6 into Westfield here, and you can see him. This is that section we talked about. We've seen Bowie do it earlier, and K Morris gets a little loose coming out of there, starting up the hill here towards the west, towards Sheen curve on that inside curve to the outside, and then there's hard braking zone. Hard on the brakes here, diving it in to the inside, keeping your eye on the outside apex, and then starting down the hill here towards the Brands Hatch Bridge. And this is a tricky zone here. If you can carry a lot of speed, but you got to do it the right way. On the brakes, you see him turn in on that apex all the way to the back outside. You see the camber leaning to the right on the track, ladies and gentlemen, and that is your hot lap around Brands Hatch GP, courtesy of K Morris. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go back to the track and see what's happening here. Let's go back here to see Old Smoky and Bowie. Looks like, who got turned around back there? Lightblade. Looks like Lightblade back to 10th place, and looks like he just lost his hood, or not sure what happened there. Got to be frustrated. Lightblade's very fast. Oh, no, yeah, that's Lightblade. Yep, Lightblade's very fast. And in these GT5s, but it looks like he's not having a good day today. Led a lot of part of this race in the beginning of the race here, but currently right now running 40 seconds behind the leader in 10th place. K Morris not making up any time at all on the console. The console commandingly out front. We'll keep an eye out back here, and let's go. Let's ride along here with Old Smoky as we take a ride on board with him. You can see he's coming through turn 1 here, through the Druids. You got Bowie and Lecky right in front of him, these two yellow cars. Let's see if Old Smoky can do anything with these guys as he come down the hill into this braking zone. And see, he's in 4th, and he's going to go back to 3rd. And we didn't know, that's where I go, back to 3rd, but sorry for the misinformation there. See, he got way out wide, and that can happen. You get a time penalty there, and it could just ruin your race. Stella Sheep chiming in, said he loves the ride along lap. It's something we try to get our viewers involved in, try to get everybody involved in here. I pick one random person, one random person each week to do it with, so I'm glad you guys like it. Give me your feedback on what we're doing right, what we're doing wrong, what you would like to see, and what you would like to see removed. Just be easy with the removed part, ladies and gentlemen. Just be easy. We work very hard to try to bring you guys the best sim racing on the PlayStation Network. www.rubbingsracing.co.uk will get you your ticket to some of the cleanest, fastest sim racers on the PlayStation 4 network. Just hit register as a driver. You'll come in, we'll see you, we'll get you through the evaluation process. If you don't want to be a driver for us and you think you have what it takes to be on the staff or just to be a commentator, same website, ladies and gentlemen, www.rubbingsracing.co.uk, and you will see us. Come on board. We will be happy to guide you through everything that you need to go through. Once again, thanks for all your comments. Thank you for tuning in. Lecky now riding on board with him. Let's go to it's PT now, yeah, because Lecky's out in front, doesn't he? Oh yeah, Lecky is in a battle with Bowie here. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Great view here. Trackside. Let's go trackside and see these guys. These two yellow cars come through the Druids. And we got old Sir Lecky now in behind Bowie. Bowie had that spin, makes it back up to 5th place. Said he's pretty excited about his being in both of these races here. Last week he had dropped out of both races. Don't know if it was thunderstorms or if it was just bad internet connection. We're not sure, but it happens to the best of us. Doesn't matter. You can practice all week, and then 3 laps into the race, there you are sitting there watching it. It's unfortunate, but that's just the way the racing cars crumble, man. Anyway, back to this lead right here. This is 5th place. Bowie's in 5th place, Lecky in 6th place, and let's go on board here with Lecky. Let's go to this bumper cam. I like this bumper cam sometimes. It's pretty cool. Let's go to the bumper and see what. And real low to the track here is really get a real sense of speed of how fast these guys are really going. They're not really fast cars, only 85 miles an hour, 90 miles per hour, but still, when you're behind the wheel, man, it's still 100 miles an hour. It's still got to be fun to do. You see Lecky on the brakes here as he comes up through Sheen curve, takes that inside line. What a great move by Lecky, but I don't know if he's going to be able to do anything with Bowie right now, as we see him try to gain a position, try to get that top 5 spot away from him. Right now, K. Morris currently up to second, coming through the Druids. Let's go back here and keep an eye on this. Sorry about that quick change there. I didn't mean to change it. I was just looking at the timings, ladies and gentlemen. 6 seconds now. K. Morris in behind the leaders. Lions Foot 20 seconds. Comfortably riding in third. Another 8 seconds back to Gray Warrior. So these top 4 guys are well separated from each other, and these guys are just on cruise control right now. Lecky doesn't have a hood, chasing Bowie, and we see looks like Gray Warrior now off the pace in 4th place. Bowie looks like he's going to be able to make a move. Let's go trackside here as this develops, ladies and gentlemen, to see Gray Warrior now out front. Not sure if he pitted yet. We haven't been keeping an eye on the pit stops. I'm trying to keep an eye on this track action and all the comments coming in on the stream. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for your support. We love to hear from you guys. Don't be shy. Just go ahead and type with it. Type and let us know what we're doing, guys. We're keeping an eye on this track right now. Gray Warrior in 4th, Bowie in 5th, Lecky in 6th, and we're not sure where Lightblade is at. Lightblade all the way back in 6th, another 11 seconds back to him right now. So this is the battle right now on track, ladies and gentlemen, that we are going to pay attention to. We see NRP and Tro a battle for 11th place, but this battle right now is pretty interesting. Let's get rid of this interface here and just enjoy the game. I understand who the cars are here. Now I know everybody's got their same cars and same livery. So Bowie now in that 31. Here he comes, ladies and gentlemen, out around the corner. And we have Lecky in behind him. And we have Gray Warrior now surrendering that spot as they come up towards Sheed's Curve. Bowie, Lecky and Gray Warrior right behind him. Come down to this hard braking zone, hard on the brakes. You can't really see him braking hard because he doesn't have a hood anymore, but you can notice suspension drops really hard there, and you get a lot of rebound coming out of that corner, which can get a lot of pushing coming out of that corner. A lot of understeer, so a lot of guys end up going off track there. Back to the interface, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go here and see what Tro and NRP are up to. NRP currently riding in 5th. Right behind Old Smoky, and we got Tro now coming up in 11th place. And let's see if NRP can do anything with Old Smoky right now. Old Smoky, like we mentioned earlier, playing on a controller or a pad, whatever you want to call it, does not have a wheel. At least the last update we got from him said he still doesn't have a wheel, but doesn't look like he needs one, ladies and gentlemen. I'd be scared if he did get one. Riding that fast on a controller right now. His Old Smoky running 138.3 right now. Fast lap for him. The console running the 137.0, and K. Morris looks like the fastest lap right now on track is between Bowie and K. Morris. 136.4 for Bowie and a 136.8 for K. Morris. We've seen Bowie coming up through the field there, and now he's up to 4th place. Looks like there's about a 2-second separation now between him and Lecky, but see Gray Warrior now still on the back of Lecky. Not really look like he's gaining too much of a position, but looks like he's doing what he has to do. Lap 19 out of 27, ladies and gentlemen. 19 out of 27. 8 laps to go here. Brands Hatch GP for a round 2 Friday night European Super Cup Challenge. We got 6 rounds here. If you guys want to tune in next week, we're at Snetterton, the Snetterton 300 next week with the Janetta GT4s. That should be really, really, really fun. My favorite part about Snetterton is coming down to one stretch here and seeing that tree in the background that looks like a guy giving a field goal sign. I don't know if they did that on purpose or if that's just the way they cut the tree, but it makes me chuckle every time I come down that stretch. Snetterton 300 next week, ladies and gentlemen. If you missed the action last week, tune in, or you can go to our YouTube channel, which if you're watching now, you can go check out our videos at RubbingsRacing, and you can see the highlights from last week. Actually, you can watch the whole race. We haven't done any highlights yet. We don't have the staff really to do highlights. So it's the whole race. You can browse through it. I kind of touched on at the beginning of this race to give you some of the highlights. And it was great racing. Great racing last week. K. Morris took the win in the second. The console took the race in the first. And that's the way they're lined up right now, ladies and gentlemen. The console right now in the lead in this feature, and the K. Morris in the second spot in the feature. And that's the way it's fanning out. Lap 20 out of 27, ladies and gentlemen. 7 laps to go, winding down here. The console has a commanding lead, 7.5 seconds out in front of K. Morris. K. Morris is really good in these cars, but we think that the console is a little bit better. He was my favorite coming into the night. I didn't say anything to anybody. I've been racing door to door with him. I can set hot laps faster than him, but man, I can't beat him on the track. My consistency is just not as good as his. Very consistent right now. You can see him 136.9 last time by lap 20, ladies and gentlemen, as the laps start to wind down. The timings will show you the pit stops. Matty Cake says the timings will show you the pit stops. I never messed around with the timings because it just takes so much. But, oh, he got a ton of penalties. Boy, K. Morris got 2 penalties. 2 second. Lions Foot a 3 second. Bow, no, that's, yeah, penalties? Wow, yeah. Oh, no. I don't want to, yes, I don't want to quit. Whew. Whoa, that was scary. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the console now coming in. Looks like he gets by Falguest. Falguest now going a lap down. Falguest not having a good race here at Brands Hatch GP. Just logging the laps, trying to get the experience and trying to get his car across the finish line. A one piece. Doesn't look like it's a one piece. Looks like there's pieces all over his track from that car, but he'll get it done, ladies and gentlemen. He'll figure it out. K Morris currently 7 seconds now behind the leader. Lions Foot dropping way back, 24 seconds off the leader. And Bowie now making some noise, only about 4 seconds in behind Lions Foot. Last time by, Lions Foot was a 138.6 and Bowie was a 135.8. So there's almost a 3-second difference there. So if we keep this up, Bowie is going to be on top of Lions Foot directly. Lap 21 out of 27, 6 laps to go. Laps are winding down here at Brands Hatch GP. These guys know what's at stake. They have to get their cars going in the Ginetta GT5 European Super Cup Challenge here at RubbingsRacing. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for all your comments. Thank you, Matty Cake, for that information. I never knew that. I never got into the timings thing, but I don't like to try to back out of things because you've seen what almost happened. I almost backed out of the lobby, and that would have been catastrophic, I believe. Anyway, worse things have happened. Keeping an eye on Bowie here. 3 seconds now, coming 3 seconds behind Lions Foot. Lions Foot now coming under pressure. He's got to see him in his mirror. Knows he's going to be coming up. What laps are winding down? The console now getting ready to make it lap 22 as he comes across the start-finish line. Here he comes, ladies and gentlemen. 5 laps to go. Laps are winding down. K Morris not mucking up any time, but he is right now in a comfortable position as you see him come across the start-finish line right now. Comfortable position, no, not under pressure, and he's not looking to gain a position at all. Just being smart, riding. Great points day going to wind up for K Morris. Like I said, K Morris did win the GT4 championship last year. Showed up every week. Him and Bobby Dazzler had a great battle through most of the season, and Bobby Dazzler had to end up missing a race, and K Morris ended up walking away with it. And it was an absolutely fantastic series. This year we tried the GT5s, and boy, is it popular. I can't believe the response we've had for these GT5s. Ladies and gentlemen, you can see why. These guys are just really good, and they're really fun to race here as we watch Old Smokey and Tro going at it. Old Smokey now about 1 second behind Tro, and this is for 7th place. Tro in 7th place. Old Smokey now to 8th place as they come out of turn 9 down to the start-finish line. The console now out front. Keeping an eye on this battle on the timings on the left-hand side. We got Bowie now within about 2 seconds of Lions Foot, but I want to keep an eye on this right here. And we got Tuggy Bear back here and Gray Warrior. Tuggy Bear now behind Gray Warrior, back to 11th place. Unfortunate day for Tuggy Bear. Tuggy Bear likes to drive his GT5s. Currently playing on a T500, or not T500, a CSL Elite. Said I got one for Christmas. Pretty excited about it. Got the Club Sport pedals. He's super, super, super happy with it. I ain't gonna lie, I'm jealous. I'll get one eventually someday. But Tuggy Bear now currently running 11th. See Gray Warrior get a little upset there into the dirt. Collects it back together as he comes through the Druids right now. 22 out of 27, 5 laps remain here in this Ginetta GT5 Super Cup Round 2 at Brands Hatch GP, ladies and gentlemen. Watching this battle on track between Gray Warrior and Tuggy Bear. Tuggy Bear in 11th in the red car, Gray Warrior in 10th in that white car. And these guys are still pretty close together as they come up to this double apex corner here out of turn 4 to start up the hill and start back down the other side. Let's see if Tuggy Bear can do anything with them. Let's go back up here. We got a little triangle. Looks like Bowie's now starting to put a little bit of pressure on Lions Foot. Bowie now within about 0.5 of a second. Looks like, wow, boy, he really caught up with him. Lions Foot's got to be aware of him. He's got to feel his presence. Bowie had to spin. Won the first one, had a spin, went all the way to the back of the pack. Looks like he had more than 1 or 2 spins there, maybe 2 spins, but Bowie making an impressive charge up through the field right now. 136.1 was the last time by for Bowie. 137.9 was the last time by for Lions Foot. So we know Bowie's running faster lap times right now, but just because he got the Lions Foot doesn't mean he can get around him. We're going to keep an eye on this battle here. We know there's 23 out of 27, ladies and gentlemen. Lap 23 out of 27. 4 laps remain. And right now, Lions Foot holding off Bowie as they come out of turn 4, starting up the hill. Keeping an eye on this battle right here. This is where it's at on the track, ladies and gentlemen. Starting down the hill towards turn 5. You're going to see their speed starting to pick up. And what a great camera angle right now. Bowie tries to make a move to the outside, gets in the grass, gets a little upset, but he manages to hold on to it, goes to the inside of that curb, trying to use everything he can to get around Lions Foot here. Lions Foot doing a fantastic job holding them off right now. Lions Foot finished 7th in both races last week, mid-pack. He's got to be pretty happy right now trying to defend his 3rd place podium spot away from Bowie. Bowie's really fast. We've seen the lap times. You can see the lap times on the left there, ladies and gentlemen. Now, right now, it looks like Bowie is currently setting the fastest lap time at a 136.1, and that is rapid. this late in the race with the track temperature the way it is. Track temperature is 112 degrees Fahrenheit, ladies and gentlemen, and the outside temperature is now 84 degrees Fahrenheit. Full sunshine. The clouds have all gone away. Full sunshine. The track temperatures are changing. It's going to heat up a little bit, but 24 out of 27. 3 to go, ladies and gentlemen. 3 to go. We're going to keep an eye on this battle. And here we go. Bowie to the inside. Can he make anything happen as they come down to turn 1? Nope. Thinks better of it. Tries to make a move to the outside. Scotty does a great job defending that outside line. Bowie now trying to make a move to the inside through the Druids. What's Scotty going to do? Is he going to close the door on him? No. It leaves the door open, but looks like Bowie doesn't have the momentum to get him through there. And looks like Bowie now side by side as they come down through the corner. Lions Foot cuts him off there at the line. Great clean move defending that racing line. Lions Foot now out around the corner with Bowie right in behind him. This is all taking place 27 seconds behind the leader. Lap 24 out of 27. Laps are winding down, ladies and gentlemen, here at Brands Hatch GP. You're watching the battle right now for third place. Lions Foot has it. Bowie wants it as they come out of turn 4, starting up the hill, down over Pilgrim's Drop. As they come towards turn 5, it's a good passing zone up in this area of the track, but it's very, very tricky because it's just tricky. I don't know why, but it is. Lions Foot now defending Bowie. We see Falgues getting off the track. Great respect by him all the way in 12th place. Not having a good race for him. Later Gator, you see Falgues being left in the dust. Bowie now still working on Lions Foot. Last time by Lions Foot was 1:39.8. And Bowie was a 1:37.5. So he's got to try to figure out a way to get around Lions Foot. Lions Foot pretty aggressive when it comes to holding his line. He's not a dirty driver, but he's going to make you work for it, I believe. Lions Foot out in front of Bowie right now. This is a great battle right now. 25 out of 27. 2 to remain, ladies and gentlemen. 2 laps remain. The console out in front by 8 seconds. And this battle right now for third place for the final podium spot. Bowie to the inside. Lions Foot to the outside as they exit turn 9. Coming across the start-finish line, and it looks like Bowie has the advantage. Coming across the start-finish line. Does he have enough to get out in front of Lions Foot? He sure does. He makes the move to Lions Foot. Gets on the brakes. Both of these guys get through the corner with ease. And what a great move by Bowie. Appropriate time, appropriate place. He could have passed him anywhere on the track, but what a patient driver, showing great patience and great discipline where and when to pass on this track. It's very difficult to track on this pass, ladies and gentlemen. Sometimes it can be. Lions Foot now back to 4th place, surrendering that 3rd place position to Bowie, and Lions Foot looks like he's just going to settle back in 4th place. Don't know if he has anything for Bowie. He's reading the lap times off there. Last time by, Lions Foot was a 1:37.5 and Bowie was a 1:37.2, so there's only 0.3 of a second separating them guys, but right now on the track it looks like Bowie is just separating by almost a second right now, so something special. I won't say under the hood, but in between the wheels right there, you can see as he comes through the corner, and the laps are starting to wind down. Back to the leader here. The console now coming across the line, lap 26 out of 27. 2 laps remain, ladies and gentlemen. 2 laps remain. We still have a couple battles going on the track here. Tuggy Bear and Gray Warrior looks like they're still going at it. A little bit of separation there. Not sure what happened, but we'll go back here to Lions Foot and Bowie. And these guys still aren't letting each other alone. Lions Foot still harassing them, letting them know. We know Bowie was really trying to get up there and try to race Lions Foot, so we don't know if maybe he used up some of his equipment. Maybe his tires might have went away. The track temperature is increasingly getting hotter. 112 degrees track temperature is Fahrenheit, so but we only have 2 laps remaining here, ladies and gentlemen. The console out in front all by himself, and this is the battle right now for 3rd place. K Morris securely sitting in 2nd place, and this is the battle right now for the final podium spot as they come out of the corner. 2 laps to go, ladies and gentlemen. They got to do this 2 more times. Can Scotty do anything? Can Lions Foot do anything to get out around Bowie? It gets really close right there. What a great entry and a great exit coming out of the Druids as they come down the hill towards 3 here. Let's see if Scotty can do anything with them. Both of these guys a little bit on the outside. Scotty to the inside. Woo, gets in the grass, and it looks like he holds it, but still side-by-side action as they come up here through turn 4. Yes, sir, ladies and gentlemen. Scotty making the valiant effort and fighting back on the inside. Bowie's got to surrender to move back to 4th place, and now Bowie's going to put his nose on the outside of him. Let's see what happens as we come down the hill here, turns toward 5, and here they come, ladies and gentlemen, side by side. Oh my goodness, into turn 5. Lions Foot to the inside, Bowie to the outside. Oh, Bowie's got the momentum through the corner, but Lions Foot has to surrender the position. Here they come up to turn 7. Let's see what happens here, ladies and gentlemen. Lions Foot says, I'm here, man. I wasn't laying down. If I get a chance to do it again, I will. And Bowie has to know that he just didn't go away. He's still back there working on him, ladies and gentlemen. Lap 27 out of 27 as the console comes across the line for the final time. I want to keep an eye on this battle right here. These guys are fighting hard. The console currently out front. I will go to him here directly, but I want to watch this battle here between these two guys. This is a last lap battle, ladies and gentlemen. Coming out of the corner, last corner, for the next to the last time, down to the start-finish line. Looks like Bowie's got a little bit of separation. Lap 27 out of 27, ladies and gentlemen. The final lap. Here we go. Bowie and Lionsfoot. See the console now up front. 7 seconds out in front of K. Morris. Bowie back to the back of the field a couple times in the race, charging back up through the field here to third place, under pressure right now by Lionsfoot. This is the battle, ladies and gentlemen. If you're interested in joining, www.rubbingsracing.co.uk. Sign up as a driver. We'll see you come into our Discord. We'll register you, and we'll get you on track racing just like these guys are here right now. You see Scotty now making the move. Can he do anything? He was really good in that section last time. He came out there underneath Bowie, and they were side by side as they come through last time. And what a great move. Oh, we thought Lionsfoot was going to go to the inside, and he does. Looks like, yes, he does. I knew it was going to happen. He had a great run, crossover move, but it doesn't look like he can do anything with the speed of Bowie. And now the roles are reversed. Lionsfoot's on the outside. Bowie's to the inside. Can Bowie, does he have the room to get the racing line? No, he does not. Lionsfoot now to the outside, in behind Bowie. Ladies and gentlemen, this is winding down. The console now coming across the start-finish line as our leader as we watch him come through. Let's go back to this track action on the track here. K. Morris coming across second, ladies and gentlemen. Here he comes. Got to give him the credit where it's due, and you see the action right here. Bowie sideways, almost coming out of the corner. Lionsfoot now coming into turn 8. Can Lionsfoot, does he have anything left in that Ginetta GT5 for Bowie? Ladies and gentlemen, they have to use it up right now. You see everybody's on the throttle as hard as he possibly can. Late braking maybe in here. Let's see if he can do anything. What a great run by Lionsfoot. Can he do anything with him? I don't know if he has any speed. He couldn't get close enough, and ladies and gentlemen, Bowie holds him off for the third place position, for the final position here. What a great battle by these two. It's PT coming into the lobby as a reserve driver for the feature race. Great run by him. Great run by him in the top 5. He had a lot of battles on track here. He was up towards the front of the track battling with these guys, and ended up falling off. Lecky not very happy with the way his race went today. Can't be disappointed about his 6th place finish though. Coming across the line, he's going to try to flash his lights at me. I wiggle his car. We get it, Leck. We get it, Leck. No headlights left. NRP, Nicky from Silverstone coming in across the line at 7. Great race from him. A lot of ups and downs from him today. Not sure. Got to go back to the drawing board for the Snetterton next week. Tro had a lot of great battles. Coming across the line in 7th. Old Smokey, 33, like coming from the controller, coming across the line in 10th. Tuggy Bear still out on the track here. Where's Tuggy Bear at? Let's see. Tuggy Bear not having a good go at it today. 10th place, 27 seconds in behind the leader. And Grey Warrior was back in there somewhere. Not sure where he went. He might have went to the pits. I'm not sure where Grey Warrior's at. Grey Warrior, we got reports that he's out of fuel, and Foul Guest is going to bring him up out of the rear, ladies and gentlemen. So these guys, this is the race. That is the running order. We have penalties to sort out, and we have time penalties to sort out. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is the race. Congratulations to the console for a commanding performance tonight. K. Morris coming in 2nd. Pitted early, went to the back of the pack, pitted early, worked out great for him, up to 2nd, and Bowie coming in 3rd place. What an impressive run by Bowie, ladies and gentlemen. That was our top 3. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. I want to thank everybody for your comments on the stream. I want to thank everybody for showing up in the lobby tonight. Once again, I want to congratulate the console. I want to congratulate K. Morris for the top, and the Bowie for them top 3 spots. Thank you everybody for tuning in. And for everybody here at Rubbings Racing, I am your host, Kenbo76. Thank you for tuning in. God bless and good night.